German luxury and sports car manufacturer Porsche peeled out onto the Frankfurt Stock Exchange today in the latest IPO Germany, the biggest IPO Germany has seen in decades. Shares rose to 84 euros shortly after traders got the green light. It was a higher than expected start compared to VW's initial asking price of 82 euros and 50 cents. That gives Porsche a valuation of 76 billion euros, while the initial public offering comes at a time when markets are in turmoil due to surging inflation and recession worries. Volkswagen expects to raise over 9 billion euros from the sale of Porsche shares. All right, let's cross over to Frankfurt and our correspondent Ashutosh Pandey, who's been following this market debut of Porsche today. Ashutosh, there have been questions about the timing of this IPO. After all, financial markets have been in turmoil.
Well, Chris, that's right. That's been the big question in the run-up to the IPO. Why now? Why in the middle of such difficult times, in the middle of an energy crisis? And there is, of course, a recession looming. Inflation is soaring. And at the same time, the interest rates are going up, with central banks raising the interest rates. So it's been a big question. But it's certainly a bold move by Volkswagen. And you can see it why. Behind me, there's been these crowds thronging to see the cars behind me, Porsche cars. They have certain brand recognition. They've been extremely popular among car enthusiasts. They swear by these cars. And this is what Volkswagen really was banking on. And in the end, it does stand vindicated with the kind of response this IPO has gotten so far.
Now, Ashutosh, just by selling non-voting shares that are now being traded in Frankfurt, Volkswagen raised more than 9 billion euros today. What will the company use the cash for?
It's a much-needed cash for Volkswagen. So it needs cash right now to actually execute its ambitious transition to electric cars. So this 9 billion is going to be a big help. It's a plan worth billions and billions. And still, it is really far behind competition as far as electromobility is concerned. It wants to overtake Tesla, but it's years behind as far as software is concerned. So it needs a lot of cash to keep investing. But mind you, this IPO has also got another 10 billion euros from the Peach and Porsche family, and they've got a share of the voting shares, and that money Volkswagen is going to use to pay special dividend, and bulk of it is going to go back to the Porsche and Peach family.
Ashutosh, why is there so much interest in a luxury brand when pretty much all the economic indicators point to much more difficult times ahead?
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, it's somewhere to do with the fact that mostly luxury goods are seen as relatively recession-proof, and that's what was the reasoning as well. That was another factor why Volkswagen thought it could pull it off, and that's one of the reasons why it is there's so much demand. But the other question should be as to why are investors interested in a company that is still just starting out in the electromobility. And because if you see relatively, it's really not very close to where Tesla is. Tesla is valued at around $900 billion. So this is still not there, but really people are, for now, betting on the brand value, the recognition, the star power that Porsche enjoys. And that's what the valuation shows so far.
Ashutosh Pandey in Frankfurt, thank you.